Hello again, everybody. It's TJ, the Stereo-Bargainphile, and you guessed it, I'm really pumped up today because for the first time, I'm going to have a quick overview of the iFi Nano Black Label Headphone DAC amp. That's right, the first time ever on the channel. And first and foremost, I just want to tell you, this is a quick overview that I'm going to show you all. And I'm not going to get into specific details. I will tag links down in the bottom if you want to get into the specifics of everything that this DAC headphone amp does. And first off, I want to give a huge thank you to iFi-audio for sending the Nano Black Label into the channel for an overview. And I want to give a very special thank you to Karina at iFi-audio, who has always helped out the channel with her support and recommendations of things to have reviewed and overviewed. But today, I'm going to take a different approach. I'm going to do an overview instead of a review. Lots of reviews already on YouTube of the Black Label Nano. And if you want to see that full in-depth review, I highly recommend that you go watch Z Reviews, Zeos. He also did an in-depth review of the iFi Nano. But I'm going to do something a little bit differently. I will quickly talk about the build quality, the sound quality, and I'm going to do a how-to video to use this headphone DAC amp as a dedicated cell phone DAC. That's right, I'm going to show you all how to use this Black Label to hook your phone up to it instead of hooking your phone straight to your big stereo system, you know, whether it's your receiver, your integrated amp, or your preamp. And I will do a quick little music clip, you know, after hooking it all up and showing y'all how to hook this up and what cables you need to hook it up to your stereo system. Then at the very end, I will have pop the hood. I know it. You all know I've got to pop the hood on something, so I am going to open up the iFi Black Label Nano because I got to show you all this awesome build quality, not only on the outside, but in the inside also. We got a nice cast aluminum casing that is very strong. I've had it for about 3 months now. I have dropped it. Several friends have borrowed it. A lot of my friends just truly fell in love with it. Even though I got friends, the majority of them use Bluetooth, you know, headphones. But once they hook this up, they're completely blown away. So let's go ahead and go over the sound quality first. And the headphones that I used to distinguish the sound quality was the Sennheiser HD200 Pro X, the Audio-Technica M20X, and Beats by Dr. Dre EPs. These were all cheap headphones, but still sounded expensive. So let's talk about the top end sound, the highs. The highs sounded very clean and clear. It was never too brutal or fatiguing, especially when using the E-Match. You have two different plugins here on the front of the Black Label. You will see here you have a E-Match and you have a Direct. Now we'll go ahead and tell you the Direct is a lot more powerful. The E-Match, what it does, it actually matches the impedance of your headphones, and it gives you a really refined sound. I mean, it really helps the sound out a lot. That was a biggie, iFi. iFi always paying that attention to detail. I mean, every product I have got in from them has had great build quality and great sound quality. But anyways, let's get to the mid-range. The mid-range was a little forward, but it had great tone, great instrument separation. The male vocals were spot on. They were not too chesty at all. And even the female vocals on the higher registry, you know, sometimes those can be a little fatiguing. Well, another cool thing that iFi-audio did, as you see here on the back, right here in the middle, you have measure and listen filter. Now, a lot of people say, well, I can't even hear the difference in what that is. Well, I've had trained ears for 33 years as an audiophile, and I really pay attention. And what this does, at 20 kilohertz, that rose back about a 0.5 of a dB, about a half a dB. And that really helps out for, you know, those musical recordings that can be, you know, a little fatiguing on their own. But that helps out a lot on the back. That is really cool that iFi done that. Now for the bass was excellent, y'all. For $199 US for a DAC amp, you know, you're getting a headphone amp, you're getting that built-in DAC, and you can use it, you know, as an outboard DAC for, you know, your cell phone or for your laptop. But that bass was excellent. It was surprising with lots of control. There was no muddiness at all. And the headphones I used, you know, they were really cheaper headphones, and they still had great bass control. Really good. So right now, I want to talk about something real quick on the back. Okay, so here on the back, you will see that iFi included a 3.5 millimeter line output here on the far left hand side. Here y'all go. Y'all see that's just a headphone. Now that's not putting out any kind of volume at all. It's just giving out a signal that you can send straight to your preamp, your integrated amp, or even your receiver. And you would use a cable like this. This end is going to plug in to the black label, and that's just a, you know, a regular headphone jack. And on the other end, you're going to have two RCA analog connectors. And yes, these are by Monster. Please, you all don't tell nobody I'm using Monster cables. They wasn't expensive though at all, but they're very good and sturdy. But anyways, I'm going to plug it up to the back. As you can see, you're just going to plug it up straight like that. Now I will show you the other end when I hook it up to my preamp. Now I want to go over something real quick before I do that. And what I want to go over is this OTG cable by iFi-audio. Here's the OTG cable. If you're somebody like me that has a newer Android phone, you're really going to need this Type-C connector. And on the other side, this will plug straight in to the Black Label Nano. And I'll go ahead and show you all right now anyways. Right here's where you're going to plug it in at. This is your digital input. Let me get that coming in a little better for you all. There you go. And iFi done an excellent job. Look how tight that is. I mean, that is really in there tight, good sturdy connection. Then the other end, I'm just going to plug the Type-C right into my Android phone. Now this cable does not come with the iFi Black Nano. You will have to order this separate if you have a newer Type-C Android phone. It's very cheap, very good build quality. And what they did, because this is on the to-go cable, you can fold it over like this on your Android phone. And iFi does send you two very big sturdy rubber bands just so you can tie these together if you want to on the go. That is a really, really cool feature. Let me see if I got that in for you all. I want to show you all closer up. There you go. So if you have a newer Android phone that has that Type-C connection, you will need to order this separate. But it's very cheap. And I love that connection. But anyways, let's go ahead and hook it up to the as you see here in the back. I'm going to hook it up to the Motiva BassX basically combo. A lot of people will call it the stack. It is the Motiva BassX PT100 here on the top. That's what I'll be hooking it up to, the preamp. And then the amplifier down on the bottom is a 2-channel Class AB amplifier, and that is the BassX A300. So let me pause it real quick and show you how to do that. So basically, I'm going to be using my phone as my digital, you know, picking up the digital signal. Then it's going to send it out to the iFi Black Label. The Black Label is a built-in DAC. It's going to rearrange all the ones and zeros. That's why I want to show you all the inside of the Black Nano. It because it has two different crystal clocks inside. It has a Burr Brown DAC that is built inside the 1793. Again, it will play PCM files up to 358.2, DSD to 256. And somehow iFi is in here doing some kind of downsampling. So let me pause it real quick because I want to hook this up to the big stereo system. And then after that, I will play just a quick sound clip clip by Scott Hamilton, Stockholm Sweeten, from my Spotify account. I am a Spotify member, and I highly recommend Spotify also. Then after we get through with that, I will pop the hood and show you the excellent build quality, not only on the outside of the Black Label, but the inside also. Okay, you all, here's how I hooked it up. I hope I'm not too shaky. As you can see, the headphone input went right here where it says 3.5 millimeter. I got my digital connection from my phone going to the iFi Black Label, using it as a DAC. Then it's cut, the signals coming out. Follow this cable. Now I just done this real quick. You can do it a little bit neater. And as you can see back here on the back of my preamp, the Motiva Bass XP 100, it is hooked up through auxiliary input. So let's see what it sounds like. And again, I will be playing Scott Hamilton's Stockholm Sweeten, and I will be using the Polk Audio LSIM 703 bookshelf speakers. Okay, just gotta push play. Here we go. Push play. Ooh, I need to turn it on, don't I? Here we go. Control the volume with the PT100. Black Label only giving a signal out. $199 US. It's an amazing deal, iFi-audio. Great job. Cannot believe how good that sounds for $199. Alright, time to pop the hood. Okay, as you all can see, for the subscribers, I went ahead and popped the hood. I popped the hood on my iFi Black Label so you all don't have to. Because if you all open this up, you will automatically void your 1-year warranty that comes with the Black Label. So by me doing this, this no longer has a warranty on it. And another thing, I encourage you not to do this at all. If you open it up, you do that at your own risk. I did this because I wanted to show you all, you know, the attention paid to detail that iFi did on such a product at very low cost. They still put high quality parts inside, and that is really impressive to somebody like me, because I'm TJ, the Stereo-Bargainphile, and I'm always looking for great sounding audio at a great budget price. So let's go ahead, and as you can see, what I really wanted to show you all, this battery right here. Here's your battery pack, and here's where it plugs in and disconnect here. So later on, if you want to replace that battery, you can. But I want to show y'all something that was huge to me about this black label nano. You see these 4 little prong inputs down in here, and you have 2 of them. Do you know what that tells me right there? This tells me that this is a true dual mono design. What's that mean? It means that this DAC amp is fully balanced, and that is very awesome. Then you can see here you have your digital input. Here's your 3.5 millimeter output, and you can even see on it, it's actually coming out balanced also. That's really cool. So now let's look at the bottom of the unit where we have all our processing chips and everything else. And let me see here real quick. Okay, right here you have your 2 clocks inside, your master clocks. This one's for 44.1, this one's for 48 kilohertz. Then right beside it you have your Texas Instruments Burr Brown DAC chip, 1793. You also have some more processing over here. I'm not for sure, this may be iFi's up sampling and down sampling. Then we have our XMOS over here also. But I just wanted to show you all this awesome build quality that iFi brought to all of us at $199. Now, I wasn't going to get into all the different formats it does. I told you all I got PCM to play up to 358.2.8. I got DSD to play at 256. And I will go ahead and show you all the card that comes with the iFi, and it will show you all the different digital formats. And yes, it has MQA decoding rendering. Now, I don't have a title subscription to play them MQA files, so I got online and I found some free samples that I downloaded to my phone. Then I played it back and played it through the iFi Nano DAC amp, and it sounded wonderful. I mean, I need to get into this MQA more because all their songs I played sounded like a great recording. And again, please don't take your black label apart. iFi might not be too happy with me doing this, but iFi, I had just had to show off not only your outside build quality, because everybody knows iFi, their outside build quality. You know this. This is a little tank. This is a strong, very strong aluminum casing that seals it up very good. Another thing you can see here on the volume knob, this is an all analog volume knob. It's completely sealed up, which is good because if you're taking this around with you different places, you know, you don't want dust over time to get up in your volume knob and it'll cause it to sound real scratchy. Well, it's enclosed dust cover. That was a very smart move, iFi. iFi, I must tell you, is one of my favorite companies I have ever dealt with. They got some of the best customer service I ever dealt with. You know, you get what you pay for. And remember, if you have a newer Android phone like myself that has Type-C, you will need to order this cable. Down in the description, give me a few days, I'll have everything tagged down there. And I just want to tell you all, I highly recommend the iFi Nano. And this was my first headphone DAC amp overview. And until next time, this is TJ, the Stereo-Bargainphile. Thank you, iFi-audio, and thank you, Karina.